Ever since I got punched in the face by sales numbers, I've grasped a universal truth. In today's world, fluffy, cute animals aren't always a crowd pleaser.
That or just straight up porn seems to sell the most. It's a gacha game, so they tend to go with both. After some time, you and March pay a visit to the author of the Fluffy.
Blurry QR cult? That's an unusual name.
Yeah, we've been through this, it's weird. I have no right to judge. I am. Respect _sure on Twitch. Also on X. Which makes me want to throw up in my mouth saying, but Twitter. And YouTube at respect character for Ray. Kanji. And sure, you can just look for Respect Sure on YouTube. Got a plug.
Why would the author of Fluffy Across the Blue have such a pen name?
They made it before they became famous. They were unoriginal. It was an auto-generated name made when they decided to make an account somewhere, and they kept it for no reason other than they were too lazy to come up with something else. I say, for no reason. Anyways, maybe the author's eyes went blurry after too much drawing. He's a dual-dimension city horse. Does anybody get that? Does anybody get that reference at all? I don't get that reference. Anyways, blurry from drawing, I guess.
You're taking it a bit too literally. But it's not impossible.
Oh, cult. Blurry QR cult. Okay, right, like a cult. I don't know a lot about horses, so yeah.
Someone who can draw something that cute must have a warm, gentle heart.
Not necessarily. Have you seen authors? Sometimes the ones that draw the most happy-go-lucky, fun-loving things are actually kind of insane. Weird.
I heard the Fluffy's been running for half a year in a magazine. At first, it wasn't very popular in plain Arcadia. But after that Memory Bubble movie, A Holy Grail Stay Night, Old Odie produced, became a massive hit. The Astral Express's adventure stories spread far and wide, and the Fluffy started gaining popularity.
Are we supposed to believe that the reason the Astral Express, the crew that has saved the universe several times now, only became famous because there was a movie made with a tie-in to the Fate series? Which doesn't exist in this world, I know. Huh. Yeah, I guess crossovers gain popularity for different IPs. Anyway, the collab characters are still up for warp in your account. So everybody remembers.
Now the latest chapter, The Sacred Flames Return, Amphorius's creation, is sold out everywhere. This cult sure knows a lot about our journey. Must be a galactic fan of the Express crew.
No, but seriously, how the hell would they know about anything that went on in Amphorius? It was a locked-off world that nobody, even the memo keepers, couldn't gain access to. Well, it doesn't help that March sort of, well, not March, but Evernight sort of killed a bunch of them. Huh. Well, it sort of hurt a killed a few. Anyways, another villain, perhaps. Hopefully not. We just gained another loyal fan. Or a spy. Actually, a memo keeper's not a bad idea. They could be a memo keeper. I still think we deserve royalties, though. Yeah, that one.
Royalties? You're being way too practical. It's a comic where we're the protagonists. Someone's giving us free publicity. Can't you cut them a little slack?
Okay, free publicity is great. Them monetizing our life to make a fortune? I mean, I'm not 100% against them, you know, it's their comic book. But, just ask for permission, maybe?
According to the address the Perlux employee gave us, it looks like we've arrived at a familiar place.
For such a small place, Dovebrook District is really full of hidden talents.
Turn left at the first intersection, then turn right, go straight for 200 meters. Wait, this is... the Furbobo Weekly newspaper?
You're kidding me. Why? Don't we own this place? Well, not own it, but aren't we the boss of this newspaper now or something? What the hell happened?
Oh, don't tell me the author of the Fluffy is actually a Furbo. No wonder he rarely shows his face.
Okay, well that just seems mean.
Come on, let's go upstairs.
For your interest in the Research Society.
Okay, I'm gonna take a quick drink of water. Okay, quick dance. Okay, enough of that. Okay, let's go upstairs to
The
our...
Fluffy goes puff, puff, puff. Pom-poms for extra fluffy stuff.
Okay, I don't know what the hell that was. Apparently a theme song that I hate with a passion. Alright, let's go confront the Furbo.
Please come in. Let me guess. Your next line is...
God damn it, it's you again?
Why are you here?
No, I honestly, I'm not that surprised. But also, god damn it. It's you! Why are you here? I won't say anything then. Yeah, we'll go with that one. You don't get the, I don't know, satisfaction of being right.
Miss Nihilux, what are you doing here?
Keep up, March. She's the one who writes the comic book.
What's the problem? I'm the magazine's founder, its president, and its editor-in-chief. It's only logical that I'd be sitting here.
Wait, you're the founder of the magazine, but that doesn't necessarily mean Fluffy across the blue, or yes. We'll get more information. So you have not been paying these Furbos, and I had to take over the business while you were gone? The hell?
$1 million? President Nihilux has already been behind on everyone's wages for months. If it weren't for the money, who'd risk their neck being a tabloid journalist, sneaking photos of the bigwigs on the Astral Express?
I did totally forget that he mentioned the name Nihilux the first time we met. I was mostly convinced that I needed to beat the shit out of the pervert taking pictures of us. Also, Sparkle caught me off guard wanting to kill him immediately, so... preoccupied at the time. It finally occurred to you why the name Nihilux always felt vaguely familiar. The former president of Furbobo Weekly, that deadbeat boss who skipped town to dodge her debts, went by that exact name. God damn it, but good foreshadowing.
A boss who doesn't pay wages has no right to sit here. They belong in the underworld.
Okay, so she should go to hell, as I'm assuming what you're trying to say. You're not wrong. She hasn't paid you. Huh.
Idiots. Without me, you'd all have been locked up in some Department of Aberration Defense painting prison long ago. And you still have the gall to demand wages from your savior.
Yes, they're not your slaves, whether you helped them out or not. Bitch.
Have you ever heard of the sensational serial thief case, Phantom Furbomorph? It happened in the year 1996 of the Arcadian calendar.
Oh, they're literal criminals then, huh?
I'm sorry. I was wrong. I shouldn't have talked
What the hell is going on here?
Beep boop. Even if you've got dirt on us, making us work for free is way too ridiculous.
Did you blackmail these small raccoons into working for you for free? I don't know what to do with this. Everybody's horrible.
We've had enough. We've overthrown the boss. We've got a new president now. Please stand up for us.
Oh, I really don't want to, though.
Welcome, traveler. Furbo Hot Pot requires a reservation. Rumors are 10,000 credits apiece, and if you're looking to hire a hitman, just head right down the hall to the storeroom. Oh, or maybe...
Furbo Hot Pot, are you cooking these creatures? Too? Okay. Also, Hitman? Is that Ashvale? Because he's in the same building.
You came to meet the brilliant, charming, and universally adored blurry QR cult. Well then, truth be told, that person is actually...
Yeah, it's you, right? We should really be charging royalties. Yeah, we really should be charging royalties, especially with the fact that you don't want to pay your employees.
Who could it be?
I wonder. Cut it out. Who could it be? I don't know. Full Blitzer? You? No, it's not one of the full Furbos. March, are you moonlighting as a comic artist behind my back? You know what? We are on the planet of Elation. Also, her little scarf has a little aha mask. I wonder if that's going to be relevant at any point. Yeah, let's go with the stupid option.
Even more non-existent memories. What are you even talking about?
Honestly, it was just a joke.
Once you rule out all the wrong answers, only one truth remains.
Okay, I think that's supposed to be a Sherlock Holmes quote or similar. It's stupid. No, it's not true. I sort of get it. It's funny, but no, no.
The only one here who can actually draw is you, Nihilux. Your blurry QR cult. You saw right through me. As a reward for seeing through my disguise, how about an autograph or a photo?
How about royalties for using our likeness on your comic book for years?
Allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm Nihilux. You can also call me by my pen name, Blurry QR Cult.
Yeah, also, what about that pen name?
Aw, no wonder you were tagging along back at Perlux Tower, acting like you knew us so well. Wait... This blurry QR cult persona isn't a fake, is it?
It's a pen name. Yes, it's a fake name.
Identity is just a mask and a body. Real or fake, it's all in how you see it. At the very least, for now, there's no other blurry QR cult around who could show up at Star Rail Fest for a live signing and hype up the Astral Express, right?
I did sort of forget why we were here. It was mainly after the royalties.
So, you already know why we're here.
Just a little deduction, that's all.
Oh, so you're a detective now? Cool, you can moonlight with Ashvale.
The news about Star Rail Fest is already everywhere online. Knowing how that perfectionist Madame Pearl operates, she's definitely pulling strings to make your collaboration a success. Naturally, having me step in was part of her plan.
If that's the case, will you...
That said, I'll have to respectfully decline.
What an interesting choice of... Okay.
Not to brag, but Fluffy Across the Blue is ridiculously popular in this world. If tickets weren't limited, the line would wrap around the planet twice and a half. That's not a signing event, but a public execution, right?
No, in fact, you just gained more popularity. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that does sound pretty horrifying.
Why? Why is being popular horrifying? I mean, you just sign some comic books and then leave. Nobody's keeping you there. Admittedly, it might be bait for pulling a serial killer in, but, we haven't told you that. So when's the next update? Oh my god. Is it by chance called The Winds of Winter, and will it never come out, ever, no matter what happens? So when do I get my new form? What? The hell are we talking about, Trailblazer? You've made quite a fortune off our adventures, haven't you? Yeah, that one.
So tell me, Miss Nihilux, do you really have the right to refuse us? You've used the crew's likenesses and adventure experiences without permission. Surely you owe us some form of compensation.
Why are we talking about this all of a sudden?
Oh, damn.
Today, on behalf of the entire Astral Express crew, for your violation of our publicity rights, emotional damages, and lost wages, I hereby demand.
We'll have to see her in profile again, but Nihilux's jacket appears to be, it's white with like a black fringe and lines that makes it look like a comic book panel. I like it a lot.
1.6 billion credits!
You just pulled that number out of your ass.
How did you work that out?
Believe it or not, I don't have a single coin on me right now.
Well, the belt, the necklace, the jacket, and the hat. Also the earring, little bracelet thing. This one too. It all looks like it could be sold for money. We can find a pawn shop. It's no big deal. Although I do like the jacket. It has the dots for, like, you know, old comic book paper. Not like it was dotted, but the way the ink was placed. And yeah, it all looks very comic booky. Or manga-esque. I like it a lot.
That's impossible. Just your royalties alone should have made you rich.
Due to, unknown circumstances, my luck with money hasn't been great. But I get what this is really about. You're not only after cash, are you?
So is your blurry QR cult thing because you like to bet on horse racing and suck at it?
I'll show up at Star Rail Fest. Is that good enough for you?
No, stay for several hours, sign a bunch of comic books, maybe some photos.
Then it's settled. Thank you, Colt.
That said, I also hope the two of you, as the original inspirations, will take some time to familiarize yourselves with Fluffy Across the Blue before attending the exhibition, so you won't be caught off guard by fans' questions. Time to attend Miss Nihilux's class. Please follow me.
We're doing what now? We're doing a class on an anthropomorphized version of ourselves? An animal version? Okay. The hell is this going to entail? Also, we have a nice little poster here of our crew. So Pom Pom is just Pom Pom, huh? I guess they're already an animal. Okay, anyways, let's talk with Nihilux.
Miss Nihilux's mini class is officially in session. If you have any questions, feel free to ask at any time.
Oh, her coat even has a little question mark.
Miss Colt, why did you pick the Astral Express as the theme for your comic?
Well, I'm all about realism, but sadly, my previous works like Acheron's Godslay, Galaxy Ranger Saga, and dozens of others all got canceled.
No, but seriously, how do you know about any of that? How do you even know the name Acheron? You have got to be a memo keeper or something.
If you hadn't beaten Iron Tomb and boosted its popularity, this one would have been canceled too. Let's not ask sad questions, all right?
Sorry.
All right, pay attention. The cute little critter in the center of the image is Baseball Raccoon, the main character of Fluffy Across the Blue. Just recently, March Bunny and Woof Woof Dawn found her in a trash can.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
At that moment, a terrifying monster is causing havoc on the space station. It tries to spit fire at Baseball Raccoon, but the flames don't burn through the trash can. Instead, it sets the trash on fire, and the stench knocks the monster out.
Okay, admittedly, Welt was the one who took down the, I forget what it was called, Annihilation Beast, something beast, whatever. We didn't, but, hey, at least we didn't reek so bad we knocked it out.
Miss Colt, why is she the protagonist?
Readers today value immersion, and a character who has no memory of their past is, of course, the best choice.
Oh, that sort of, oh, what do they call it? Self-insert, essentially.
I don't know anything about my past either, so why didn't you pick me?
Even though Little Raccoon joined the Express the latest, she's left behind so many stories across different worlds that there are even rumors in the Lafu's prison about her beating up alien life forms.
Well, we've been to the Lafu's prison, so they've had first-hand experience with us, really. Actually, we did
With
that.
material this crazy, not making it the main character? I might disagree, but Aha absolutely wouldn't.
Huh. March, I'll give you the protagonist role for a day. That's hilarious. Miss Colt, well said. Nope. Well, that's the reality of casting for you. Huh. I suppose. Although she is a surprisingly generic-looking character. Yeah, you can have the protagonist role for a day.
Stick to being the Baseball Raccoon, okay? I don't need special treatment.
Alright, fine. Fuck you then. I'll keep being the protagonist of the story.
March, the Fluffy is just a comic. Outside of this, the author and the readers, every character in this world, aren't we all the protagonists of our own lives?
My god, it does not feel that way sometimes. Somebody else is in control, and I wish they did a better job.
That sounds so passionate, Miss Colt. I totally get it now.
And so, the unruly Baseball Raccoon, the quiet Woof Woof Dawn, and the lively March Bunny formed a trio everyone loves.
Okay, but you're missing 3 other members, 4 now, of the Astral Express crew.
Actually, I have a question too.
Why are they all... What? Oh yeah, why are they all small animals? Well, because they're cute anthropomorphized versions of people. People like cute things.
Ever since I got punched in the face by sales numbers, I've grasped a universal truth. In today's world, fluffy, cute animals are always a crowd pleaser.
That or just straight up porn seems to sell the most. It's a gacha game, so they tend to go with both.
Seriously? Even I feel like I can't compete with Pom Pom's cuteness.
Okay, personal take, but March is cuter than Pom Pom. I still think Pom Pom's a god or something.
Designing the adult versions took some work. After defeating the monster, Baseball Raccoon accepted an invitation from the other fluffy animals and boarded the Fluffy.
The Express is called the Fluffy? Oh, Fluffy Across the Blue. Okay, I get it.
Here, the protagonist meets 3 big animals with distinct personalities. First, the adorable and universally loved conductor, Pom Pom.
Who looks exactly the same and probably has the most right to sue you.
Beside them is the elegant navigator, Miss Hime Cat.
Hime Cat. It's really dumb, and I kind of like it.
I know! That's Hime Cat! Her original inspiration is Himeko. Oh, please don't tell her!
Why? She's adorable. She's also drinking coffee and has the little coat. Puffed? Pfft. Okay. Awesome. Your taste in naming is... I mean, it's kind of dumb, but I like it. It fits. Awesome.
And the big brown dog on the other side, see? His name will shock you. That's right. He's...
Okay, it's obviously Welt Yang, but... He's a dog? He kind of looks like a fox or something.
Mr. Yang!
Mr. Yang? No fictionalized name for him? Yeah, seriously,
Just Mr.
though.
Yang.
He's just Mr. Yang. You know what? It's very much his personality. There is no weird name, no animal name, no cuteness to him at all. It's just, hi, Mr. Yang. How are you?
Your taste in naming is indeed extraordinary.
It's almost like the writers couldn't come up with anything, so they made it a joke instead.
Anyway, the 6 fluffy little creatures boarded the Fluffy Express and set off on their journey. As for the plot, it's pretty much the same as what you've all experienced, just with a bit of artistic tweaking to suit Plain Arcadia's audience.
A bit? Artistic tweaking? Yeah, elaborate.
If you don't stitch in a few local elements, no one's going to be interested. In the comic world, which is even more cutthroat than the Phantasmoon games, if you don't cater to the reader's tastes, it's nearly impossible to survive. Once upon a time, great comic artists had the luxury of 100 chapters to build things up. Now, if you don't hook readers within 100 pages, you're done.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you don't hook the readers within about 15 pages, you're gonna lose some of your audience. It's surprisingly difficult, is my understanding, to get manga, at least, to get an audience, which is unfortunate, but that's how people are.
Readers today are hard to please, and authors have to come up with ever more shocking and sensational material. Doesn't this remind you of the Phantasmoon games?
I suppose kind of. It is kind of a popularity contest. But that's 100% true. It's actually kind of funny. You can go back and read manga, especially popular ones, or even anime. It'll cross over into that. The first episodes, the first chapters will often have some sort of very dramatic event that happens. They will have a time skip, for example, where the action starts off immediately and then it goes back in time to tell you what the actual plot is. Some way to rope people in right off the bat. It's an unfortunate necessity, but it is what it is.
Looks like you're all familiar with the characters from the Fluffy. Now, let me talk about some of the creative challenges I'm facing.
Are we ever gonna ask about how she knows any of this?
So, what do you see on the Fluffy stands?
Cute Oh, why the hell is Welt's eyes moving? Yep, they're moving. Why? Sorry, caught me off guard. Okay, anyways. I don't know. They're designed to be popular? I'm not an artist. I have no idea.
It's her turned into a cute little animal?
Yeah, but there's exaggerated things that sort of give an element to it. A little raccoon. Okay, a pirated version of me. You're not wrong. A fluffy version of me. I guess a fluffy version of you?
Yes, this is the character, and you're the inspiration behind her. But even for someone as interesting as you, there are many backstories that readers don't care about, don't want to know, or don't feel obliged to understand.
I actually try to pay attention to these games. I'm just really, really bad at remembering details. Shut up. Sorry, the game called me out there for a second.
A comic artist's job is to capture the most interesting parts and present them to the readers. The cute and clever one is March Bunny. The unruly but reliable one is Baseball Raccoon. This is what we call a concrete archetype paired with an abstract character.
Cute and clever. Does anybody consider March particularly clever? Anyway, the whole Mr. Yang eyes moving thing is really disturbing to me.
And the abstract side of a character will only be further simplified in the eyes of the readers.
Everybody loves a good trope, a good, oh my god, there are big eyes over here too, with closing, why? Jesus Christ. And they're looking in different directions, and it has drool coming out of its mouth? What the hell is going on in this newspaper? I completely lost my train of thought. A character archetype. Everybody loves a character archetype, a standard character. Or a spoof on it.
So, how do you think the readers across the universe view you nameless?
Heroes? Passerby, bullies, heroes. Hopefully heroes, but they're really more... just passerbys or people that, visit and then leave.
Well said.
Oh good, it's heroes.
Your heroic deeds and accomplishments drew my attention, and your demeanor gave me inspiration for the character in the Fluffy. But while the hero identity boosts the character's popularity, it also becomes a limitation. That's why the little animals in the Fluffy have to defeat even more powerful villains and keep upping the ante to get more applause from the audience. In turn, the reader's perceptions and expectations constrain the character's growth. If she acts out of line, the popularity will crash.
It's a problem with comic books and having different writers come in and out all the time. No, consistency to characters. No, I mean, this is a fair criticism of, well, entertainment, fiction. You keep having to up the ante, otherwise, or at least change things around, otherwise people tend to lose interest. It's unfortunate.
If she can't come up with new ideas or grow stronger, the audience will soon lose interest in the comic. Unfortunately, the creation of Fluffy Across the Blue is now stuck at this very awkward bottleneck.
Now, you could always do what a lot of shows do and introduce new characters. The old sitcom classic, introduce an Urkel. Or an ensemble cast, like, introduce a new character every month. Or two of them. That people have to get accustomed to and learn the story of in all of a handful of hours. And then they basically disappear from the story altogether. It doesn't get annoying. It's fine.
Honestly, after drawing comics for so long, I've pretty much run out of ideas. Hundreds of Amber eras ago, people would laugh out loud just from seeing a cat do a backflip.
Okay, cats doing backflips are amazing. And yeah, they get hundreds of thousands of views on social media, so... Huh.
Now, to get the same kind of enthusiastic reaction, you'd probably need to have that cat fight a Mechatron in a one-on-one showdown in Perlux Tower.
No, you're blending tropes there. Cute, fluffy animals doing crazy, absurd, or wacky things is not quite the same as a shonen protagonist needing to gain new strength to defeat the enemy. Maybe stick to one genre. Might help.
Although the Fluffy specials are selling like crazy, doing side stories without progressing the main plot isn't a long-term solution.
Maybe not, but the side stories are great and they should be included. I am an advocate of side stories. They fill out the game with more entertainment value than just sitting through the main story every month. Anyways, I'm not making a criticism, it's fine.
Ever since all the gossip memo keepers I hired got wiped out in Amphorius, my source of intel's been drying up fast.
Oh my god, they did explain it. Oh shit. Hey March, you might have killed all of her intel gatherers. So she was hiring memo keepers, well that explains where her money went, to gather information, but they, yeah, March sort of, well, Evernight sort of, made them vegetables. We could fix this if you just paid us. We could just tell you about our adventures. It's a possibility. Instead of you sending memo keepers to their death. I don't really know if I feel bad, since they were all, like, cremators or something, I think. Something like that. I don't remember. But, yeah.
But if someone from the Astral Express could quietly feed me a few juicy insider secrets from the Phantasmoon games, imagine the reader's reaction when the next chapter drops. Whoa! Does Blurry QR Cult have a time machine or what? Oh, that'd totally save the Fluffies' future sales.
So you want, like, our memos, then?
After all, my little Furbo crew already works for you. Just have them slip me a copy of the Phantasmoon Games press release. Let's call it buying your exclusive adaptation rights.
Okay, we could make a contract. I'm sure the IPC would be interested in being a part of this contract, but, you do have to pay us.
We'll do a 50-50 split.
Ooh. I kind of like that deal. I'll have to think about it. So, we would get paid for her continued release of this comic book that's very popular, and all we have to do is, well, probably let Don Hung write a report for her. Or let the Furbos continue their whole stalking of our main character thing. Yeah, screw it, deal.
I've already figured out how to spend the royalties. First, I'll buy Pom Pom 10 new outfits, then get Himeko a brand new coffee machine. And after that...
All right, since we've got the profit split sorted, looks like my creative block won't last much longer. Just wait for my appearance at Star Rail Fest.
She is totally gonna ghost us, isn't she?
Star Rail Fest, a grand event that gathers millions of eyes and an inordinate amount of wish power. And under all that attention, the dark forces coveting the Master of Elation's blessing are bound to surface.
So a serial killer?
Heroes and devils dancing together in plain Arcadia. Tell me, is there a better source of inspiration than that? My hero, don't let us down.
Oh, right. We actually have to do, we have to fight for our lives to, sell her the story. Maybe this wasn't a great deal. Meanwhile, at Graphia Academy...
A supplicant is the master of wish power, but wish power can also become the shackles that bind the supplicant, forcing them to fulfill its desires.
Ooh, interesting. Well, you do have to do what the crowd wants, or what your fans want. I suppose that does constrain people. I'm thinking celebrities having to, act a certain way and behave a certain way. Yeah, it is an issue sometimes, isn't it? But celebrities are insane, so I don't know.
Love and hatred are alike. Dependence resembles fear. What commands wish power isn't only love, but also hatred. Thank you. These notes will really be a big help to her.
Good. I'm so glad to be of help. For generations, many members of our family have attempted to enter the Phantom Moon Games, hoping to rely on the Aeon's immense power to lift the curse afflicting the Graphia bloodline. Some came close to the mask, but could only watch as history passed them by. Others wore it, only to fail in the end. That was until 400 years ago, when your great-great-grandfather Hero won the Phantom Moon Games and successfully gained an audience with Aha. But the family's curse was not broken. In his notes he wrote, "Just as the god of destruction cannot cradle a bouquet, so too is the god of elation powerless against a curse. Such is the cycle of cause and effect."
Oh. Okay, interesting. So does that mean Aha isn't all powerful? Then I wonder, how is she alive?
Father, are you wondering what it was that healed me?
Yeah, that would be the question at hand.
I know you're keeping something from me. But I don't care what cured you 15 years ago. As long as you're alive, I can wait until the day you're ready to tell me. Still, as a father, there are things I must say, even if you don't want to hear them. As an artist, I'm fascinated by fleeting lives. How they struggle, they suffer, and in doing so, reveal a brilliance worthy of time's memory. But as a father, I can't stand by and watch my daughter walk into tragedy. I bless you to be a hero, to welcome the same end as Akivili. Those are words I could never speak.
Seems like he's proud of you, Himiko.
The road ahead is shrouded by uncertainty, and that's why someone must take the first step, to trailblaze a path others can follow.
I can't stop you, even though every part of me wishes you'd stay. But this is your choice, my daughter's choice. All I can do is stand by you quietly and pray you'll come back safely. Do you still remember the bedtime story I used to tell? They say there was once a princess in the sky. Day and night she painted in her celestial garden, untouched by the joys and sorrows of the mortal world. One night, a thunderous sound echoed from her painting. Curious, she stepped inside. Through seas of flowers, across mountains, until she reached the world's edge. There stood an ancient tower, so tall it pierced the heavens, so vast it seemed to hold the universe itself.
Climbing the endless staircase, the princess reached the summit, and from there she saw the world beyond her garden. In the distance, she heard cries, the voices of people burning in raging fire. From that tower of infinity descended the world painter to walk the mortal realm. With a single stroke of her brush, she brought forth 1,000 imaginae, turning the tide against destruction.
Oh, interesting. From that tower of infinity, descended Graphia. That was their ancestor, supposedly. To walk the mortal realm. Okay, so some sort of supposedly god or strong person. Huh.
To go where there are cries, to go where there are flames. That is the meaning of Murata.
But beyond the family name, my interpretation of our ancestor's name, Graphia, is also the hope I place in you. Himiko, whatever choice you make, if this is truly what you want, then go. Use those steps blazed upon trails to paint the world as you see it.
Thank you, Dad. By the way, how's your health? You haven't picked up any bad habits like smoking or drinking while I was away, have you?
Seriously? You never wanted to see him again. You literally left the planet, and now you're like, did you start drinking or smoking? Are you concerned for his health or micromanaging his health? Also, why do you care?
As the Dean of Graphia Academy, I still have to set a good example for my students. It's just, my tendinitis keeps acting up. My herniated disc is getting worse.
Do you have carpal tunnel from all the painting?
Himeko, how long will you be staying?
My guess is at least until the games end.
At least until the lunar cycle shifts. I'll stay here in plain Arcadia until then.
So a month?
I see. If only the Phantom Moon could stay full forever.
Really, you can probably just jump on the Astral Express. We really don't care who rides.
Himeko, safe travels on the trails ahead.
That was a surprisingly touching moment. News broadcast?
Hello, everyone! Welcome to Full Wish TV's special news segment, Arcadian Morning Report. I'm your host, Poofy.
Hi, everyone! I'm your host, Snowy! The Star Rail Fest exhibition venue, funded by Pearlux Corp and constructed by Turbogen Heavy Industries, has officially been completed!
That was fast, I think.
Thanks to modern imagenesis technology, it took only a day for the Skyline's lookout cloud to take on a completely new look.
Okay, so it was fast.
Starting today, the Lookout Cloud line is officially opening up a stop for the Star Rail Fest exhibition areas. The exhibition areas opening on day one include the Bellabog area, Sianjolafu area, and Penacony area, showcasing the legendary adventures of the Astral Express. The Infurious area, which is currently under construction, will open in due course.
We have a... It's an exhibition, right? We have event areas now, too? Okay.
For this event, Pearlux cordially invites several crew members of the Astral Express to visit and be interviewed, including the Trailblazer, who recently joined the Phantom Moon Games as a supplicant.
That is certainly something to look forward to. I heard Pearlux has also invited Blurry QR Cult, the author of Fluffy Across the Blue, for a signing session. It'll be the first time the author reveals their true face in public.
An exhibition to gather wish power. Now that's an interesting scheme. Leave it to Pearl to come up with such a bizarre idea.
Well, that is Perlux forte. Perlux's, I guess? That's Perlux's forte. Kind of. This arrangement works out well for both parties. It kind of does, but I'm sure it's going to end up being in her favor because, well, that's kind of how you do a deal.
Mm-hmm. Pearl is also mobilizing Pearlux's resources to promote us.
When I talked with Pearl, I shared with her the idea of becoming a sail, advancing and retreating together. This collaboration could truly bring out the best of our respective strengths.
Sometimes I wonder if Jade invited us here with the intention of giving her colleagues a winning edge in the Phantom Moon games.
For Pearl, This Ionic game is probably also a good opportunity to observe and study the way we operate.
Very true, but we don't side on, well, against the IPC on most occasions because they are interested in order more than they are chaos. So yeah, we were always gonna help.
Though, compared to our usual opponents, this Intellitron executive is a surprisingly rational decision maker. Her proposal for cooperation seems more trustworthy than most.
It's not rationality that concerns me. It's the irrational factors.
You mean the new Herald of Death?
Exactly. News of the Dovebrook bloodbath has already blown up online. The Department of Aberration Defense tried to clamp down on the rumors, but plenty of people are still linking it to the Herald of Death from 15 years ago. With such a large crowd gathering there, this exhibition could very well become a target for the new Herald of Death.
Yeah, which I think is the point. We're bait.
Pearl must have contingency plans for situations like this, right?
Yeah, it's apparently just Ashvale, which seems a little dumb, but hey. Maybe we're the ace up her sleeve. Well, we can fight. It could be that detective who passed by. Yeah, apparently it's supposed to be.
That old guy? No way.
How old is he? Like, legitimately, March, how old do you think that man is? 30s? Probably 30s? Great. Now I'm depressed. Fuck you.
Whatever Pearl has planned, we must consider the possibility that the Herald of Death might attack the venue. We won't just be there to showcase the Astral Express to the people of this world. We'll also need to stay on high alert for any suspicious activity.
It's about time. You should get going.
Wait, so we're there to be host of the event, kind of, at least. We're going to be the celebrity guest appearance and our own bodyguard? Or, I guess, security for the venue? Okay. She kind of got a lot with her deal. Just us. Aren't you coming with us, Mr. Yang? Yeah, seriously, why do you two always stay on the ship?
Someone's got to stay behind on the Express to keep the conductor company and be ready for any emergencies that pop up.
No. No, you don't. We're literally potentially bait for a serial killer at this event, and you're just like, I'm gonna stay on the ship, bye.
You guys have fun out there, but stay safe. Contact me right away if anything comes up.
Okay. A genuine question here. They always leave one of these two, almost always, I can't think of a time when they really haven't, when there has been a concern, and they haven't left one of these two on the ship. Do we need to be concerned that Pom Pom is either in danger when something is going down, or a threat in and of themselves? Like, is there some reason Pom Pom needs constant attention? Are they, like, vulnerable to being attacked, or... Have we ever even seen Pom Pom leave the ship? It's either plot convenience, or a story-based reason, and I would like to know which one that is. Alright, anyways, what about Dan Heng and Sunday? Well, apparently Dan Heng is babysitting Blade, and or they're having a moonlit rendezvous. And Sunday is bird watching, or the opposite of that, watching through birds? I don't know. Yeah, what about those two?
They're both out on a mission with General Yao Guang. Dan Heng is tracking Blade's whereabouts, while Sunday is working with Miss Ting Yun. Both of them are tied up. Looks like they won't be able to make it to the exhibition this time.
Well, is Sunday even considered a character in Fluffy Across the Blue? They might not care. But their reasoning is, well, Sunday's isn't very sound. Why are they doing what they're doing? Alright, anyways, I guess we have Himiko, March, and ourselves to go. Alright, Well, let's get going then.
Looks like the heavy burden of documenting our travels falls on yours truly once again. I'll make sure to snap tons of pics so I can tell you guys all about the exhibition when we get back.
That's fantastic. Also, take lots of pictures and write everything down so that we can sell it to our author. Because that's the thing we have to do now.